Hello guys, just an update on my review of Ken 1171's script HDRI Control, which gives you much easier control of HDRI high dynamic range images, which can be used as backgrounds in your scenes and as lighting. You may recall that I had an issue with the way that you couldn't preview the images as you loaded them in. In fact, it was one of the, I wouldn't say deal breakers, but it was certainly a serious complaint. And there's some excellent news on this front. In case you didn't know, Daz Poser has a bunch of beta testers as they bring new features into new versions of Poser, and there's a team of beta testers there, among whom Ken is one of them. And he and others have been complaining about the lack of Poser's ability to natively handle HDRI images, particularly in Python scripts. And it seems that eventually, after a couple of years of asking, Tim Choate, the CEO, I believe, of Bondware, has finally agreed to, capitulated to their requests and had it implemented into the program. And the good news is now, let me just show you. If I now load HDRI Control, you'll now see that you can get previews of the HDRIs you're going to get. So I would like these to be resizable. Ken explained some technical reasons why that's a problem, the greatest of them being that it would require reloading of the image as soon as you resize the preview here. And he says with an 8K image, that could be burdensome. One of the things that I've been really, really impressed with Ken over recently, in fact, with every program of his I reviewed, is his willingness to engage in dialogue about the shortfalls of the programs or the scripts and what he's attempting to do to fix them. When they can be fixed, he fixes them. So what he's done here is released a new version of HDRI Control 1.1.5, and this utilizes this new Python feature. So what you're going to need is to make sure here you go to Poser software and you download the latest version of Poser, version 13.3.837, and that supports the new Python script. So I quite often skip a new update, every so often because it's a pain installing them. But on this occasion, I strongly recommend that you do so, because this has a new Python implementation, which is potentially going to have implications in other areas of your workflow as well. So what we have here, here's the default size for HDRI Control, I believe, but maybe it's a bit smaller. And you'll see here that when I go to, let me go to this one. No, okay. There are some lists that have much longer names. Here we go. So I can't see what these names are, and you can just grab this and resize it to make it bigger, but it doesn't resize the image. Now, I would love to see Ken offer a larger version and also the ability to change the color. Generally, HDRI previews in Poser tend to be darker than they actually render, which makes it kind of difficult to judge what they're going to be like. But not to be churlish, this is a big improvement on what we had before. So thank you, Ken, great job. Let me choose something else. So it doesn't seem to work with everything. See this very, very dark. So what I would like Ken to do, and this is not about me having the program exactly as I want, but I imagine others would feel the same way, is to have a brightness slider here, so you can increase the brightness, and a resizable preview, just so it's easier to see the preview. But well done, Ken. Excellent addition, a free addition for people who bought the program. If you buy it now, then you get the latest version anyway. If you've already bought it, make sure you go and download the latest version and download and install the latest version of Poser. So yeah, well done to Ken and the team for selling the benefits to Tim at Bondware. I had a brief exchange with Tim recently, and he was kept his cards a bit close to his chest, but I feel positive about some of the things he said. I won't really share them with you now, that they're kind of a bit vague, but you know, hopefully they weren't just platitudes. So anyway, guys, just a little update for you there. You have a fantastic day.